And the first time when I went in for a color, I was really scared because people said, of course, you want to get highlights, you want to get global, you want to get roots. It was really very mind-boggling, you know.
Welcome back everyone to Hair and Health. Today we're diving into a topic I know a lot of us can relate to. Hair damage from coloring. I mean, we all love experimenting with our look, but keeping that color fresh and our hair healthy, not so easy, right? That's why I've got Audrey with me today. She's the National Creative Director for Hair at Lakmé Salon and has been in the industry for over 15 years. Audrey truly believes that your hairstyle should reflect who you are, and she always encourages people to step out of their comfort zones and try something new. Whether it's creating stunning looks at Lakmé Fashion Week or leading innovative changes at Lakmé salons, she's all about helping people express themselves through their hair. Welcome, Audrey.
Hey Mira, thank you for having me here. So excited to chat about the whole coloring process.
I'm excited to chat with you about hair color specifically because I know that that's something you're very passionate about.
True.
And your hair color itself, is something that not many people would try, but the fact that you have long hair that's maintaining this color, I'm sure everyone wants tips on how to look after their hair after it's been colored, make sure that it's healthy.
Right.
So I'm sure you can share a lot of these secrets with us.
Absolutely.
So let's start.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the most common myths that we have when it comes to hair coloring.
A lot of people say when you color your hair, it gives you a lot of breakage. The most important fact here is, like, a lot of people say, my color is fading a lot. That normally happens when you actually get into the whole bleaching process.
True.
Right? A lot of breakage, a lot of fadage. You could say a lot of dryness. Yeah, something that we don't really look after.
Yeah.
Right? So the care and the color goes hand in hand. So I always believe when you color your hair, it should be followed by a good hair care routine.
What are the different types of hair color? There's bleaching, there's permanent, semi-permanent.
We as hairdressers definitely have to do a lot of bleaching when we have tough clients to deal with. Like my clients at Lakmé Salon, whenever they walk in, they'd always feel that there's so much of lamination in their hair. So whenever they walk in, we have to bleach the hair to give them the desired shade. Also, permanent hair color can be quite tough. Right? So we don't generally recommend that you color your hair, but yes, it has to be like really a professional color that you use, right? Like for me, I definitely believe in Schwarzkopf Professional Agora 0am. A, because it's odorless. I do not like a lot of odor whenever I color my hair.
It's an unpleasant experience.
Yes, absolutely. Also, it's ammonia free. It's vegan. Yes. Right? And it's true to tone. Like every time you select a color, it does give you a true to tone result. At Lakmé salons, we've tried it on a lot of people and people love it, of course, because they don't like any odor. It sits on the hair, super light, super lightweight.
I had the privilege of launching Agora 0am in India with Schwarzkopf Professional, and when I tried the hair color, I actually couldn't believe that this is ammonia free, because usually the misconception is that ammonia free hair color doesn't last.
Right.
You get the color that you actually selected, and pretty much people have that myth that ammonia free hair color may not be exactly what they expect. So I think it delivers on its results as well as its promises.
Yes.
And why not go for a color that's better for your hair and keeps your hair healthy?
Absolutely. It definitely gives you that desired results, and that's why we have clients coming back to our salons asking for more.
True. Yeah. So when we've colored our hair and now we've done the experimentation or we've gone in for a touch-up, what's the best way to look after your hair in between the visits that we make to you?
A good shampoo, a good leave-in conditioner, something like a heat protectant. Like I always believe we have Schwarzkopf Professional flat liner that goes excellently well whenever I want to go like really straight. I spray it onto my hair and I iron it straight away. 230 degrees, no damage. So it really works well. So a good hair care routine is super important.
One of my favorites is actually the Osis Super Shield. So that's my secret when I'm doing my hair at home, because many times what happens is you love the way that your hair looks in the salon.
Right.
And then you're like, why isn't it looking like this at home?
Exactly.
Because you can't keep going to the salon to have your hair done. And yes, it's been colored, it'll fade. You're doing the shampoo, conditioner, the leave-in. But when you're styling it, why is the light not bouncing on the hair in the same way? So I think including the right products into your hair styling.
Absolutely. For that matter, even Schwarzkopf Professional, we have the custom regimen that we do in Lakmé salons, wherein we customize the whole treatment for you. So if you need like something to tame the frizz, you need something to make sure that your color vibrancy is looking great, right? So we have different boosters that actually go into your mask that actually make sure that your hair care routine is only meant for you.
Okay, Audrey, now for the fun part. We're going to play a game called Fact or Fiction.
Okay.
I'm going to read out some statements and you tell us whether it's fact or fiction and why.
Okay.
So the first one, heat styling causes faster color fading.
Fact. For sure. Because overuse of heat styling tools, it can be dryers, irons. So it can be that it's a little bit more damaging. It always fades the color. It removes the tone of the color. So generally what happens is when you apply something like a heat protectant, it takes care of your hair. It creates a lamination on the hair that actually gives you that kind of protection from any kind of heat styling. It can be 230 degrees, 210 degrees. You can use your iron, but still, you wouldn't get that sizzling kind of noise. You'll still feel your hair is really soft.
Next one. Ammonia-free color isn't as long-lasting as traditional color. I know the answer, but you get it.
Absolutely, it's a fiction. So, ammonia-free color, of course, might take a little bit of time to settle in your hair, but it does last long. We have, of course, what's called Professional Zero Amp. Odorless, super long-lasting, true to tone, gives you great results. Of course, it's vegan, so we have most of our clients walking into our Lakmé salons and saying, you have a vegan color or not. And it definitely gives you that expected results.
Last one. Once your hair is colored, it's prone to constant dryness. This is a question I had before I started hair color, and I know lots of people have it, so I'm waiting for your answer.
Okay, it's not a fact. Like you see my hair, it's heavily colored, right? Like I have gone through bleach.
But it's very healthy. It has movement, flow, it's smooth, it's not frizzing.
Yes. So my favorite is the vibrancy, the Schwarzkopf Professional Custom Regimen that we do in Lakmé salons. I generally go in once in 2 weeks, once in 3 weeks. It takes care of my hair. It adds that added kind of luster, that shine that your hair needs. So if you have a good hair care routine, a good shampoo, a good leave-in, a good conditioner, most of them skip the conditioner. They say only shampoo and leave-in.
Because it feels heavy.
Heavy,
But
right.
what I feel is that the Fiber Clinic's conditioners that you can buy from the salon and take home, they don't weigh down your hair.
They don't weigh down the hair.
Even Bonacure, it just doesn't weigh down your hair.
No, it's really soft. At the same time, it's very gel-like.
So Audrey, to end this, I want to ask you a personal question.
Sure.
There's never been a stylist who specializes in hair color who hasn't colored their hair, and I'm sure they have some secrets that they're not telling us because they color their hair so often, just like you have, and it's an experimental hair color to have. Right. So what was your journey like when it came to coloring your hair for the first time up till now, having such long, healthy hair that's colored?
So Mira, when I started coloring my hair was really shoulder length.
Okay.
And the first time when I went in for a color, I was really scared because people said, of course, you want to get highlights, you want to get global, you want to get roots. It was really very mind-boggling, But then when I started loving the color in my hair, it started looking the way it needs to look, right? I started feeling very comfortable in my own skin. One of the most important regime that I follow, of course, I have lighter color, right? So I use something for my brassiness, right? Which is I use a Schwarzkopf Professional Goodbye Yellow shampoo, right? Which actually takes care of the yellow.
It's the purple one,
It's the purple one. Yes, it's the purple one. So it actually gives me those kind of pigments in my hair. The day it's looking really yellow, it's looking very brassy, I do a quick shampoo, condition it really well, and I'm good to go.
Can you tell everyone why a purple shampoo helps with yellowness?
Okay, so a purple shampoo actually cuts down the yellow in your hair, right? It actually makes sure it's a color correct formula, right? So whenever you deposit like a purple undertone or like a purple pigment onto your yellow undertones, it will actually smooth it down, make it look like the color you had when you just got freshly colored, right?
That's quite cool.
Yeah, it is quite cool. And people say, how is your color looking so different? Yesterday it was yellow, today it's looking different. So yeah, that is a small tip that I would like to give my, my clients. Like you should use a purple shampoo whenever you are coloring your hair to a lighter level. And then of course, plug in with like a nice hair care routine. That's very, very important.
I think that was a great tip for us to sign off with. It's time to say goodbye, but we'll meet again soon.
Sure. Thank you so much, Mira, for having me.
Audrey.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for our next episode where we dive into more expert hair care advice. See you in the next one.